December 29, 2024, Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 departs Bangkok, a Boeing 737-800 bound for South Korea. Aboard were 175 passengers and 6 crew. The captain had over 6,800 hours of flight experience. It was supposed to be a routine journey. It ended in unimaginable horror. At 9:03 a.m., the aircraft belly landed at Muan Airport, overran the runway, and collided with a concrete structure. The plane burst into flames. 179 of 181 people on board died. Only 2 flight attendants survived, seriously injured. At 8:54 a.m., the aircraft was cleared to land. 3 minutes later, air traffic control warned of bird activity. At 8:58, a flock of migratory ducks was sucked into both engines. Flames erupted from the right wing. The pilots issued a mayday and attempted to go around, but the landing gear wouldn't deploy. At 9 a.m., the crew requested to land on the opposite runway. It was approved at 9:01. At 9:03, the aircraft belly landed, slid down the runway, and slammed into a concrete berm. The explosion embedded both engines into the structure. Emergency services responded within minutes, but the fire and impact had already claimed 179 lives. Only 2 survivors were rescued, both from the tail section. The flight recorders were recovered but stopped recording 4 minutes before impact. Initial reports blamed both engines failing due to bird strike. But the July 2025 interim report revealed a different truth. Only the right engine failed. The left engine was functional. But the pilot mistakenly shut down the working engine. The plane lost all thrust and power. With no engines, no gear, and no electrical systems, it crash-landed as a powerless glider. Families and pilot unions objected to the focus on pilot error. They questioned why a concrete berm stood near the runway and why the runway was so short. Experts agreed airport infrastructure may have worsened the outcome. In response, the South Korean government introduced sweeping aviation reforms. Localizers must now be placed on flat ground with breakable steel frames. Runway safety zones are being extended or fitted with EMAS systems. Bird detection radars and drones are being deployed. Bird attracting facilities are banned within 13 kilometers of airports. Maintenance standards were raised, pilot training overhauled, and penalties for airlines strengthened. A 250 billion won budget was allocated to improve aviation safety nationwide. Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 was a tragedy born from cascading failures. A bird strike, a mistaken shutdown, and a dangerous runway layout. But its legacy is clear. Stronger safety, better training, and lives that were not lost in vain. From heartbreak came reform. From loss came resolve. And from this moment on, 179 souls fly with us.